Gunther! Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'll be reviewing and unboxing the Ultimate Edition Series 22 Ring General Gunther figure, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, Gunther. And if you haven't seen my review on the Ultimate Edition Series 22, Jey Uso and John Cena, go check that video out right after you watch this one. And yes, so this is the final video out of this kind of mini-series of unboxing and reviewing Ultimate Edition Series 22, and then once I unbox this figure, I will have every single one of Ultimate Edition Series 22 out of the box. And so far, even though I've only reviewed 2 of the figures, this has been one of my favorite Ultimate Edition series ever. Because this John Cena and Jey Uso figure, those are like some of my 2 just favorite Ultimate Edition figures in general. So, Ring General right here. A lot of generals. But I'm so excited to see this figure and get it out of the box and tell you guys my opinion. Because these head scans look awesome. 2 new head scans for Gunther, looking awesome. And I've heard a lot of mixed opinions about like how skinny he is with the legs and the torso. So I'm going to give you my opinions. I'm going to tell you if it's good or if it's bad, but I'm excited either way. So let's go. If you've seen any of my other reviews that I've done on the channel, you know that we start off first with talking about the packaging. Starting off here at first, it says Gunther 8+. On the top, it says the Ultimate Edition logo, Gunther right there. Here's a clear window showing you everything that you will get in this figure, including the figure itself, head scans, cloth jacket, hands at the bottom, and the Intercontinental title. Ultimate Edition logo on the bottom, ultimate articulation for authentic posability, Mattel patch right there. On the side, there's a picture of the Ring General. It says Gunther right there, WWE logo. On the other side, it says the Ultimate Edition logo, says Gunther. Then turning around to the back, there's a product shot of the figure looking really, really realistic, really cool. Right there, it says Gunther, Ultimate Edition logo, some stats right there if you want to pause the video to read. I cannot speak. And then here's a read-up on when he wore this attire if you want to pause the video to read. And when did he wear this attire? It doesn't say. It just says, it just talks about his Intercontinental title reign. Because he did wear this a couple of times during his title reign. I cannot speak today. I don't know. Every review I do, I can never speak when I'm talking. But yeah, so that's basically it for the packaging. Now, let's jump in to the Ring General. You guys know the drill by now. Before I jump into the accessories for Gunther, I want to shout out somebody who commented on my community post, which I asked you guys what match you were most excited for Bad Blood. And thank you guys so much. We got 31 votes on that. That was crazy. That's the most votes I've ever gotten on any of my polls. Thank you guys so much for voting on that. And that person was Matt himself _V5G. Thank you for commenting on my community post, and thank you all of you guys who have been commenting on my community post, my shorts, my videos. And if you do comment on any of those, then you will be shouted out in a future video, and that is a dang guarantee. Now let's jump into the accessories for the Ring General. The longest reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion of all time is coming with many accessories here. Starting off first with 2 fisted interchangeable hands, 2 chopping interchangeable hands, which I think is essential for every Gunther figure ever released. He is coming with the Intercontinental Championship, coming with custom side plates, which you can't really see it too well because it's very small and the camera does not want to focus today. It has the Russian logo on it, and that says Gunther on the bottom of that. We have a new mold. Oh my god, the title just flipped over. We have a new mold for the Gunther robe thing that he comes out with, and I do have a couple gripes with this. One, these things, like, on the side here, these white things, they do not want to, they're just going to keep flopping up right there. And I guess I could maybe change that, like, with having his hands hold that part, but I don't know, I think it's pretty annoying. And these top things up here are, like, too high. I want to put them down, but they just keep going back up. But I do like the new material that they're using. It's just a little bit, it's slightly different from what they used with this rope in the past. And yeah, I kind of like it, but I don't like how these things stick out. It's very, very annoying. But I do like this maroon color that he's coming with, so that's really cool. And we are seeing 2 new interchangeable head scans for Gunther. Here is one, the gritted teeth look, which this might be my favorite one, but stay tuned. We will try it every single head scan to see which one is my favorite. I think that might be my favorite, but this one also might be my favorite. The screaming head scan looking really, really realistic. I think this one looks the most realistic, but we're going to see which one I like the best once we jump into the figure. And guess what? We're going to jump into the figure right now. here is our current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, looking... I have very mixed opinions about this. I mean, I'm so conflicted right now. In my opinion, he looks a little too skinny, but at the same time, like I'm like thinking to myself, I mean, it's a little too skinny, but I kind of like it like that. And another thing that I have a gripe with, this man's got a giraffe neck. I can't put his head down anymore. It just doesn't go down anymore. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but in person it looks pretty bad. His head is sitting pretty high, not gonna lie. And this is way too skinny. I feel this is a little too skinny for Gunther. And I think there's a major difference between on the camera and me just looking at it, because I'm looking through the camera right now. It doesn't look too bad, but trust me, in person it looks pretty bad. I don't know. But now that I think of it, man, I mean, this head sits high, but I mean, I gotta talk about the figure and stuff. I'm just talking about the gripes that I have. The head sits high, but I kind of like it like that. The torso is pretty skinny, but I kind of like it like that. The legs are pretty skinny, but I kind of like. I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm liking their gripes, but then if I like the gripes, then it's not a gripe. But I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'll tell you if I like it or not at the end of the video. But we're going to start off first here talking about the head scan. And most people are thinking this isn't a new head scan, which I thought too. I did not think this was... Sorry, I just held him so high. I did not think this was a new head scan until I compared it with this other Gunther figure. You can definitely tell that this is... It might be a repaint, but I think that this is a new head scan. I like this head scan more than this one now that I'm looking at it. But his head sits a little high, not gonna lie. But yeah, I really like this head scan. The torso, like I said, kind of skinny. I don't know how I feel about it yet or not. I don't know. The legs are pretty skinny as well. I don't know how I feel about it, though. Because Gunther, he's not he's not as big as he used to be, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody, but I'm just saying he's not as, as jacked or as whatever, I feel like he's skinny, but I don't think he's this skinny. The tights, or the trunks, I really like. Why the heck is there not a Ring General logo right there? That's one thing that I want to know. Why is there no Ring General logo right there? I really think there should have been. It just looks empty right there. But I like the maroon color to it. I like the white lines. I just think that the Ring General logo right there would have been perfect. The legs, like I said, they're a little skinny, but I don't mind the legs as much. I think the legs are good. I think they're pretty decent, but I still think they're a little skinny. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to tell you my thoughts in a little bit. Here are the maroon boots looking cool, and then some socks like pointing out at the top, and then white laces. Overall, I have mixed opinions about this, but I guess I'll tell you at the end of the video my final thoughts. Now, what we always do, if you haven't seen any of my other reviews already, what we do is we go through every single head scan that comes with the figure, and we see which one I like the best. Now, like I said, I really, really like this head scan. I don't know if these other ones are going to beat it or not, but we're about to find out. We're going to look at the screaming head first. You can't really see too well, because I don't know why it does not want to focus today. But we're going to try this one on. I'm actually really excited for this one. I don't know. Okay, so, this one fits in. This one actually popped in. The other one didn't. All right, I actually like this one. I actually don't mind this head scan. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like this one, not gonna lie. But now we are going to try on the other one. But right now, probably this one I like better so far. But we are going to try on the gritted teeth one to see if this one is my favorite or not. Ooh, I really like this one, man. I do really like this one. I'm just trying to strain down his face. I don't know. Now, it's between these two. It's between this one and that one. Oh, man. Now, this one looks the most realistic. I'll say this. This one right here looks the most realistic. But I don't know. I'm going to have to go with this one. I just like this. I like the gritted teeth. I just like it more. But this one is definitely the most realistic one. I'll give it that. But I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with the gritted teeth one. I just really like the facial expression. I just really like it. So I'm going to go with this one. That's the second time in a row where the last one was the one I liked the most. So that's cool. So yeah, I'm going to have to go with this one. Alright, here I have him with all of his accessories, and I think the accessories kind of make the figure, and it blocks, like, all the skinniness and stuff, like what I said earlier. Here he is with the Intercontinental title and the maroon jacket. Looking really cool, and yes, that is a rubber band, so that the title will stay, because sometimes those don't stay, so I had to use a rubber band, because if not, then it looks really goofy, and I hate it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with, like, WWE action figures and stuff. It's like when you get a new title, I'm going to, like, take the rubber band off for a second just to show you. That's how it would look without the rubber band. Like, I hate that. That's, like, my least favorite thing ever. I hate when figures, like, have it like that. I hate when people display it like that. It's just disgusting to me. But, yeah, so there he is with all the accessories, and now I'm going to put him next to some other Gunther figures. Here's the new Ultimate Edition Series 22 Gunther standing next to two of my other Gunther figures. I think these are my only two other Gunther figures that I own. We have the Elite and... Oh, wait. What series was this? Was this 101 or 102? I think it was either 102 or 101 Gunther figure. This was my favorite Gunther figure. I don't know if that's changed or not. I'll let you know in a little bit. And here's the Walter figure, the first ever figure when he was Walter. This was the Ringside Collectibles exclusive. I also have that figure mock. I got two. I got one out of box and then obviously one mock. So yeah, these are the only three Gunther figures I own. I would put more out, but I don't have like any of the basics or any of that stuff. But yeah, so now it is time to beg the question. Is this a good figure or not? Alright, now, first off, this pose is 1,000 times better than the one I did earlier when I showed you him with all of his accessories. I like this better with him having the title around his waist than over his shoulder. Just really quick, I just wanted to point that out. Now, the reason I still have this Gunther figure out is because the main reason I love this figure is because this torso was perfect. Now, we move over to this one. Obviously, I said there were like a couple gripes, but now that I'm looking at it, it's really not that bad. I think I was overreacting a little bit, because that's kind of how Gunther looks. Nowadays, I think it's really not that bad. So, my decision is, this is a good figure. Because, now that I'm thinking about it, the skinniness, I really don't think it's that bad. So, I know I was, like, complaining about it earlier, but now I look at it a little bit more, I'm getting used to it, and I like it. I like the head scan, I love the robe, and I guess it's not a bad figure. But it's not a good figure. It is a good figure. It's not a bad figure, but it's not the best figure. I'll say that. It's not like the best figure ever. But I still think this one's better. But the only thing that would make me change my mind is because of the head scan, because I really like this head scan. But I would still have to go with this figure as my favorite Gunther figure. But yes, my answer is this is a good figure, but it's not like the best figure ever. And it's definitely not my favorite Gunther figure of all time. Alright guys, and this is all of Ultimate Edition Series 22. I have it all out of the box, and yes, I did just switch the title to the World Heavyweight title, because he is the current World Heavyweight Champion at the time of recording this video. So yes, that is all of Ultimate Edition Series 22. If you haven't seen it, the review on the Jey Uso and the John Cena, go check that out right after you watch this video, even though this is the outro. But yeah, so I have unboxed every single figure out of Ultimate Edition Series 22. This was a very, very good series. One of the best Ultimate Edition series of all time. Of course, I had, a couple gripes with all these figures. But overall, this was a great series. And if I had to pick my favorite one, it would probably be the John Cena. Then I'm just kind of doing a little ranking here. Number 1, John Cena. Number 2, Jey Uso. And then number 3, Gunther. So yeah, that is all of Ultimate Edition Series 22. So go check out the reviews on these two figures if you haven't already. Go check out all my other videos, my shorts, everything that I've ever done on this channel. Thank you all for subscribing. We're at 80 subscribers. On the road to 120 more, baby. Actually, 19 more because I'm at 81. But I am Frankie's Figure Life, and I'm signing out. Peace.